Hi everyone, welcome to day 7. You made it. It is the final day. So the first thing I want to do is just thank you so very much. I just want to thank you for being a part of the group. I cannot run this group by myself. It's not a successful group if you are not participating and posting, and so I really appreciate you being consistent and posting and really being active in the group, because that is how this thing works. So I just really want to thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I also want to talk to you today about how to be successful for the future. My whole goal here is that you have learned some things that are going to be hopefully things that you maintain with you for life, and so they are life changes that you have made. So some things you can think about. Your momentum is already going now. In the last 7 days, you spent time making small changes, and those little changes lead to big successes in your life. And so your momentum has started, and hopefully already you're starting to feel happier. Hopefully you're seeing some changes in your body. Hopefully you feel healthier, and hopefully you've had some success this week. And I want you to continue that success, because that's what everybody wants. We all want to be successful, and while we all might define that differently, maybe you don't want to be supermodel thin, but you want to eat less processed foods. Maybe you want to gain a few pounds of muscle or tone up. Maybe you just want to be able to live longer and be around with your family, to spend time with them and the people that you love on this planet. And that is a huge thing that you want to be successful at, and I want to help you do that. So don't lose your momentum. You started something. I want you to keep planning, keep using the tips from this week. So keep cutting back on the sugars that you're consuming. Keep planning your meals for the whole week. Keep prepping your food at the beginning of the week or the night before, so that your cooking can be done easier. You want to keep all of that going so that you don't lose your momentum, because you started something awesome. So how cool would it be to feel amazing every single day? The other thing I can say for you to help you be successful is to be aware of what you're doing. So this week, for some of you, may have been the most attention you've ever paid to the way that you eat and how your body feels. Keep that going for yourself. The body is really designed to take care of itself. It's designed to heal itself when it's sick. It's designed to replenish itself when it needs water or certain vitamins. It's designed to rejuvenate when it's time to have new skin and keep growing hair. So the best way that we can keep those things going is to provide it with the nutrients that it needs, and keeping this machine, if you will, well oiled in terms of moving it around a little bit. So continue to pay attention to the cues and the signs that your body gives you, whether that's an emotional cue where you start to feel maybe more irritable, then maybe it's something you need to go ahead and eat, as we talked about before in the week. Maybe there's a hunger cue. If you feel a hunger pain, take some time and eat, because you are worth it. There's so much in our lives where we learn to put ourselves last. We're taught, well, you don't have time to do this. You don't have time to do that. I don't have time to eat. I have to eat lunch at my desk. You know what? There are laws that protect you. You are supposed to get a lunch break, and you deserve a lunch break, and you are not being unreasonable to request that you have one. And that work that they are putting on your table and those deadlines that you have, they're going to be there, whether you're here or not. And something my mother always says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but my mother always says, you're no good to anybody dead. So you are totally worth it. And if you haven't learned anything this week or experienced anything this week, I hope that you have experienced that you are worth the time it takes to prep a meal. You are worth the time it takes to cook a meal for yourself. You're worth the time it takes to step away from your desk and eat. You are worth a 7-minute workout. You are worth a 30-minute workout, because you are important, not just to me as I'm getting to know you guys and I've made some new friendships, but also to the people around you in your lives who have known you and love you. You are so important to them. And a healthy you, I hope you've noticed, is a happier you, and it also makes you a better mom, a better sister, a better daughter, a better girlfriend, a better wife. I cannot make that up. And so if you don't remember anything else, remember that you are worth the time. You are worth the effort. And you are not being selfish. You are not being unreasonable by putting your health first, because it's all that you have. And then the last thing that I can tell you that's going to be probably the biggest tip of the day, outside of remembering that you're worth it, is accountability. I think the reason that this group, and a lot of the feedback that I've already gotten from some of you in private message, is that this group helps you be accountable. If you saw changes and results in your week in the last 7 days, I guarantee it's because you were very active. You posted each day, you watched the videos, you interacted with other people and kept each other encouraged when you had a crap day. And those days that you didn't do so hot with your nutrition were probably the days that you didn't post, that you didn't come check in with us. This accountability makes a difference. Everybody needs it, including myself. I absolutely need it. When I don't check in with you guys, I am struggling. I'm having a hard time making the better decisions, or I don't find the inspiration to make good decisions, or, whatever the case may be. So I want you to really consider, how can I keep holding myself accountable from this point forward? Because you've started something and I want you to keep going. So there are lots of different ways you can keep yourself accountable, whether that's link it up with one of your friends, and you have a deal with them that you guys are going to check in with each other every week and hold each other accountable for whether it's one phone call a week or whatever with your best friend. I do different challenge groups. Maybe you join a challenge group, and I can talk to you more about that offline. But maybe you join a challenge group. I do a different challenge group every month. It's a little different than this because it's a 30-day group. But you get the accountability not only with the eating like we did here and food tips, you also get the accountability and the support of whoever is in the group, just like we have here. But the additional pieces that you get is everyone in the group is on Shakeology, which is that multivitamin that I mentioned, but it's as a drink form, so it's not just a protein shake. You're also getting a full day's worth of the vitamins that you need. Superfoods is not processed, it's all natural foods. And everybody's doing a workout program. So we did workout in this group where it was optional, but in my challenge group, everybody does a different workout based on what their goals are. And we all hold each other accountable and make sure that you press play on your workout plan and you do your workout. And so that can be another added thing. If you're interested in it, in participating, let me know. And again, even if you're not going to move forward into, let's say, a challenge group, find some way, find something to keep yourself accountable. It's very, very important, and it's going to be the key in this being a lifelong change. A lot of you mentioned to me before we even started this group that you're interested in making lifelong change. Part of that process is having some sort of accountability. So I'll be reaching out to you in private message to talk more about the challenge group if you're interested. I'll run this group once a month. So I'm going to leave it open, and you're welcome to post your questions, and I will continue to support you as we're moving through. But just know that it won't become active again until next month in December, and I'll let you guys know as that date is coming around. But find some other way in between, again, to hold yourself accountable, whether that's with a friend or whatever. So I really don't want you to lose your momentum. That's super, super huge. You've started something, and I would love to continue talking with you on your journey. So I'll be reaching out, but I just want to thank you again just for allowing me this opportunity to share with you and work with you. It's just super huge, and it means a lot to me. One of the reasons I do these groups, and then I promise I'm gonna stop rambling, but one of the reasons that I do these groups is because disease has been so prevalent in my family. There's lots of layers and reasons. I've had uncles die of cancer. My father is type 2 diabetic. My mother and all the women on my mother's side of the family are obese. I was anorexic as a teen because I thought that I was going to grow up and become obese because that's what I saw as the women in my family. And I've just had such a struggle in my personal life and been touched by so much disease that is preventable, which is probably the worst part and the most heartbreaking thing in my life, that I just don't want anybody else to have to experience that. And it's just unnecessary, and it's all about educating ourselves. It's all about taking the time to love ourselves enough to say, you know what, I am worth having real food in my body, and I am worth pressing play, even if it's just for 30 minutes and doing a little workout so that my body can be healthy. Because it makes a difference, not just in your own life, but in the lives of the people around you and the quality of the life that you can have. So for you to allow me, and I'm trying not to cry here and make this a whole for a moment, but for you to allow me that opportunity with you is humongous, and I cannot thank you enough for giving me just this small amount of your time. So I am looking forward to staying in touch with you guys. Please don't be a stranger, even if you, regardless of what you choose. I just, you know, I've made some good friends here, and I don't want to lose that just because you don't choose to go on with whatever you choose. I'm going to be here for you. So thank you again. I'm looking forward to your post today. Today, I want you to post, just share what you've learned, what you liked about the group, and share why you are worth it. Because I want to leave us with that memory. Why are you worth? So I am worth continuing this journey because, and then you fill in the blank for me in the post, and let's just share that with each other and remind ourselves why our health is important. Thanks, guys.